Have you ever told yourself you'll get to something later, even when you kind of know you probably won't? We've all done it. Today, we're going to dig into that exact feeling, all through a simple story about two siblings and one big exam. So let's jump right in. I mean, it's a question we've all asked ourselves, right? There's that little moment of relief when you push a task away, but then comes that creeping anxiety. This story really breaks down why we so often pick that short-term comfort over long-term success, and the price we end up paying when our later finally runs out of time.
So here's the setup. Our story is all about one annual exam, and we've got two siblings, Sonu and Wani. They have the exact same test, the same deadline, but their approaches to getting it done couldn't be more different. You know, this chart pretty much captures the two sides of our own brains, doesn't it? On one side, you've got Sonu, the procrastinator. He's all about that immediate fun. Psychologists actually have a name for this. It's called present bias, where we value a small reward right now way more than a much bigger reward later. And on the other side, we've got Wani, the planner, who's always thinking about her future self. Be honest, which one of these sounds a little too familiar to you today?
Okay, let's take a little trip inside Sony's mind. The way he thinks, it's not just random. It's a pattern of excuses and self-deception that I think we've all used at some point. It's that little voice in your head that just keeps saying, later.
So here's excuse number one. Sony's got a project due at the end of the day, and this is what he tells himself. It's this illusion that he has all the time in the world. He's trading a little bit of work now for the reward of playing, totally convinced he can just, do it quickly later on. Sound familiar? Yeah, I think we've all been there. And there it is, the absolute classic. When his parents tell him to study, Sonu's go-to move is to push the work onto future Sonu. This is a key trick of the procrastinator's brain. We imagine that our future self is going to have so much more energy, more focus, more motivation than we do right now. But the thing is, when tomorrow gets here, we're still the same person. This is just a perfect example of what you'd call optimism bias. It's 2 days before the exam, and Sonu seriously believes he can cram weeks of material into just a few hours. His entire plan is built on a completely flawed understanding of how much time things actually take and what he's capable of. All right, so let's shift gears. We've seen Sonu's chaos. Now let's look at Wani. It's really easy to just label her as hardworking and leave it at that. But her approach is way more than just a personality trait. It's a strategy. It's a series of smart choices that, honestly, anyone can learn from. So here is Wani's simple but incredibly powerful game plan. Step 1, assess the goal. Pretty straightforward. Exams are next week. Step 2, schedule the work. And notice she schedules playtime too. It's all about balance. Step 3, execute that plan and even get a little ahead. But step 4 is the real secret sauce here. Mitigate risks. She actually thinks about what could go wrong, like a power outage, and prepares for it. That is the difference between a planner and a procrastinator. And just like that, the unexpected happens. A storm rolls in. Now, for Wani, who's already prepared, this is just an inconvenience. But for Sonu, it is a complete catastrophe. This is that moment where procrastination's debt gets called in. And trust me, there are no extensions. This timeline just perfectly shows Sonu's window of opportunity shrinking before his eyes. At noon, he has all the time in the world in perfect conditions. By the afternoon, you see those dark clouds rolling in, a literal warning sign, which his sister even points out to him, but he ignores it. By evening, it's over. The opportunity is gone, not because he ran out of clock time, but because he ran out of good, usable time. And here it is, the inevitable result. The power goes out across the whole village. Sonu is in full-blown panic mode. He hasn't learned a single thing, and now he physically can't even try. His later has officially expired. In this moment of pure panic, it all finally clicks for Sonu. And this isn't just about regret. It's that awful, sinking realization that his failure was completely 100% preventable. The comfort he got from saying later has turned into the crushing anxiety of realizing it's too late. It's a feeling of helplessness that was born from his own choices.
So what's the big lesson here? What does this simple story of Sonu and Wani actually teach us? Because, it's not really just about studying for an exam. It's about something much bigger. It's about our fundamental relationship with time itself.
This is really the heart of it all. Respecting time doesn't mean you have to work 24/7. It just means recognizing that time is the one resource you can never get back. It's about making deliberate choices instead of just letting your impulses call the shots. At the end of the day, success isn't just luck. It's the natural result of having a healthy relationship with time.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. What's the storm on your horizon that you're not preparing for? We all have one. That unexpected project, that sudden deadline, that challenge that could derail everything. The real question is, what are you going to do about it starting today?